مرحبا يا شباب ومرحبا يا صبايا، كيفكن؟ شو أخباركن؟ إن شاء الله بخير، مبسوطين؟ كيف الصيف معكن؟ وين سافرتوا؟ أو وين رايحين تسافروا؟ بتحبوا البحر ولا الجبل؟ So today I'm going to talk about the best way to start learning Arabic. Is it classical or spoken Arabic first? If you are an absolute beginner, make sure you listen to this podcast to the end so you can make the right choice. And before we start, make sure you check my Patreon page as I am constantly uploading new contents there that I don't do in this podcast. وخلينا نبلش. أول شيء, learning Arabic is challenging. ليش? Because it's many dialects and the formal version classical Arabic, modern standard Arabic, MSA. Honestly, I don't like the title. It's a bit like deceiving. Modern standard Arabic. I think a lot of students when they learn Arabic and see the title and they think this is like the modern way and this is how we speak. It's not. It's classical Arabic and it is written Arabic. Just a note for here. Anyway, when you have these two different languages or forms of languages, you will come across this question. What should you start with? Is it classical Arabic and then you move to spoken Arabic, or the other way around? I'm going to share my perspective on this and tell you the best way to master the Arabic fast and quickly. Let's start with the first concept. Classical Arabic first, then spoken Arabic. هلا, in my experience over the past 15 years teaching Arabic to non-native speakers, the typical scenario is that students start by studying classical Arabic for a few years. This form is ممتاز, excellent for reading Arabic literature, understanding the news, and reading the Quran. However, many students later realize that their skills are limited to these areas and do not easily transfer to everyday conversation. Now, to do the transition from classical to spoken Arabic is not going to be easy, in my opinion. And the difficulty does not lie in the spoken dialects themselves, but in the confusion caused by switching from the formal to the conversational language. And students in this situation, they need to replace many words and expressions they learned in classical Arabic. And I think it's going to be very frustrating. And also, the classical Arabic isn't spoken in the daily life in the Middle East. So that means the students need to unlearn certain habits, which complicates the learning process. And here I want to talk about a very important, concept. Your first 6 months in learning any language. Your first 6 months of learning any language are crucial, برأيي, in my opinion. لأنه during this period, the brain is more receptive to new words and vocabulary. So these, initial lessons often stick long term. However, في مشكلة. As students progress, they find it harder to memorize new words and struggle with sound similarities, which actually happen mostly in Arabic. Why? Small changes in vowels or pronunciation can significantly alter the meaning of words. Now, for those who start with classical Arabic and later try to learn spoken Arabic, often struggle to sound natural. They will end up mixing the two and creating sentences that are a blend of classical and spoken Arabic. يعني cocktail يا حبيبي. And this issue is very common among students who follow this learning path. Now, what is the main challenge in studying classical Arabic first and moving to spoken Arabic? I believe that it is the need to learn and replace many words and phrases when transitioning to spoken Arabic. And this shift often involving rethinking sentence structures and vocabulary, which in my opinion can be very challenging. I won't say it can't be done, but you need to do a lot of work, a lot of, distinction between the two languages and replacing so much vocabulary that you have already learned, and now you have to, use different ones. Now let's talk about the second approach, starting with spoken Arabic, then moving to classical Arabic. In my opinion, برأيي, starting with spoken Arabic before learning classical Arabic gives you a different and potentially a smoother path. And if you just imagine, if you spend your first 6 months focusing on a spoken dialect, you will quickly gain confidence in your ability to communicate in Arabic. And this is because the language is, alive, it's spoken, and it's easy to learn, and you can immediately feel the confidence even within the first 2 months. And also, this kind of approach is the natural way for children in the Middle East when they learn their language. They begin with their regional dialect, let's say Levantine, Gulf, or Egyptian Arabic, before tackling formal Arabic. Also, spoken Arabic is essentially a simplified version of classical Arabic. So it is designed to facilitate, an easy and smooth communication among Arabs. So the difference even between the dialects are relatively minor. Once you master one, you will find it easier to understand others. Now let's imagine, تخيلوا, you are fluent, bulbul, in spoken Arabic. And now you are transitioning to reading newspapers or other forms of media Arabic. This is going to be very easy. Why? Because it's just a matter of learning specific vocabulary related to those fields. For instance, if you want to discuss business topics, you can focus on the relative terminology in that area. And برأيي, in my opinion, to achieve full fluency in Arabic, you need to be proficient in both spoken and formal Arabic. This is because discussing complex topics such as business or current affairs often requires using words and phrases from classical Arabic. So, my final opinion about this debatable question or topic, موضوع الجدلي, starting with spoken Arabic gives you a smoother learning curve, allows you to become comfortable with the language sounds and everyday usage before diving into the more formal aspects of classical Arabic. So, in conclusion, 2 lines. Prioritizing spoken Arabic empowers learners to communicate confidently from the start, while providing a strong platform for further language development. So, which path are going to choose? فصحى لعامية أو عامية لفصحى.